If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. In addition to that, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other platforms. Why not check it out today? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. What is warfare? Good day. Happy evening. That's about to be... No, it's not happy evening. Good afternoon. And I'm going to keep it just like this. Because one thing, as we win together, I'm going to be real. And right now, I realize I am in warfare. So I know the people that are around me, the people that I'm supposed to communicate this message to, are in warfare too. And I'm not just fighting for me, I'm fighting for you too. And I just had to do a message, like a podcast or however. I can't wait till I have the time to be more live so we can kind of interact more. But, I received the messages, like I get it. And it's really a time to trust God with everything. Like, wisdom has never been more prevalent than in the time that we live in. Like, seriously. And it's like everything that you're doing in your life, you really have to say, if it doesn't match up with the Father's plan, if it doesn't match up to His words, you have to change that thing immediately. Like, it's really that simple. And I'm learning it more and more and more. Every time that I open the door for the enemy to walk in, that joker walks in. And in order to stop opening the door, you got to line up to His word. Like, His principles never fail. How you get there, I can't tell you all that. I'm made out of people too. But you got to get there. Whether it's reading, whether it's praying. Like, we are really at war. It's like every time that you get to that next step, you realize it is something else. This is there. That's there. This is bothering me. That's bothering me. Whether it be work, whether it be relationships, whether it be, transition. You just really have to continue to fight. Like, that is really my topic right now, because I don't feel that the word was just talking about rumors of wars and the essence of countries against countries and people against people. But I really feel like it's talking about spiritual, because it's in the mind. Rumors of war. Think about it. But yeah, I'm not going to really talk about that because that kind of goes a little off. But I just say this to encourage someone else that it's just warfare. Continue to hold your position. Like, always remain in position. Like, and in order for you to remain in position, you must apply His word. There is no middle. There is none. There is none. That's why He say you can't be lukewarm. That's why He say that. This word is personal. I'm not talking about what it's about, but it's personal. That's why I was like, as God gives it to me, I gotta share it, not only to share it so somebody else can be blessed, so that I can hear it later when I'm continuing to war. You really only is warring with yourself. Like, you really are warring with yourself. Why? Because you know the word. You know what you're supposed to do. You know how you're supposed to handle it. But however, you rather have that sacrifice than the obedience. You're like, oh no, I'm going to sacrifice his word there so that he can bless it. Instead of being obedient, you deal with the sacrifice. That's why obedience is better than a sacrifice. It's really that simple. But we are made out of people. No, it's easier to try to create an outcome by doing it your way. What does that mean? You create your own outcome when you try to do it your way. If it's supposed to be, and it will line up according to his word, then you have to do it according to his word. But nah, we want the outcome now. We don't want the hurt. We don't want the pain. But we're going to take the hurt and we're going to take the pain because we want to do it our way. You know what you was created for. You know what your purpose is. You know how you line up according to his word. So why, when it comes to that thing that you opened the door for, or not even necessarily, if you was around things that opened the door, or if, you just got yourself into a position of where you're like, all right, I know I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I got some of it right. I got part of it right. But the very thing that I'm comfortable with, the very thing that I see as being that instead of what it is the very thing that is your sacrifice. It's your other sacrifice. Like, how can I word this? The other sacrifice is that thing that you want, right? It's the thing that you want so bad. It's the thing that you desire so bad. You try to do it your way. Like, literally, you try to do it your way. But every time you do it your way, it's uncomfortable. And it ain't the uncomfortable to where you're at peace. Like, it's the uncomfortable where you like, all right, Lord, am I choosing something outside of you? Am I choosing the want over you? Because I'm not doing the things that I'm supposed to do for the want to be real. When you talk about when Adam sacrificed his son, when he was going to do that, it always sounds so cliche-ish because it's always, surrounded around the things that are more materialistic versus the things that change your heart. And when it's something that changes your heart, it's dealing with your core. So it's going to be complicated. Your core got everything in your body. Yeah, your brain got a whole lot too. But if your core jacked up, you're going to be short in a lot of areas. So I say that to say, you have to do what his word says regardless of the sacrifice, or you're going to sacrifice. You gonna either be a living sacrifice or you gonna be sacrificed. And I'm really getting it. Like, I am really getting it, because we sometimes, as people that are called, or some people that know the word, some people that practice it when we choose to, we all growing, we all learning, we all trying to win, we all trying to make sure that we are living our life on purpose. And I just say that to say, as I say it to myself, are you going to be the sacrifice, or are you going to be a living sacrifice? Which means that you apply the fruit of the Spirit. Long suffering comes with peace. Long suffering comes with patience. But you can't have, I don't have my Bible in front of me at the moment to go through the list of them, but those are the ones that are sticking in my spirit right now. I'm real. I don't have to memorize it all to know that I know it, and to know that God is sharing it with me to share with you. But I say that to say that you can't live in the fruit of the Spirit and basically get through whatever God allows you to experience, or whatever you do end up experiencing, and continue to push forward if you become the sacrifice. Like, not in the essence of, oh, I'm gonna just walk around and say that I'm doing these things. I'm gonna confess His name to other people, but I'm not gonna work on me. I'm not gonna deal with me. Oh no, you gotta deal with you. And in order for you to continue to walk in your purpose, and you want God to bless it, you have to do it His way. You got to. And I'm learning that. And it just really changed this right here is my fight. This is my fight. Like, this is my war. The very thing that I am trying to be rewarded with, in essence, I should say, or that I desire the most, I'm trying to get it my way. And God said, not so. You're going to either do this my way and reap my results, or you're going to do it your way and pretty much reap your results, because He didn't give us those things to abide by, to hurt us. He gave it to us so that we can live. And not even the essence of continuing living, but to live. And I'm thankful that I shared this message, because I was going to keep it to myself. But my Father said, if you're going to walk in your purpose, I need you to not necessarily be seen, but I need you to be heard, because I'm not just giving it to you. So you know that thing that you're dealing with, whether it be, let's say, let me think about some stuff. Whether it be work, whether it be children, whether it be marriage, whether it be home, whether it be decision making. What is it that you desire the most? What is it that you wrote down for God to make that vision, to help you with that vision, basically, because He told us to write it down and make the vision, plain, so that He can know where you at, so you know what you see. So it's communication. What is that thing? Because that thing is what keeps getting you. Pretty much that thing is what's holding you hostage. Because that's what happened to Adam. He was so pressed Abraham, he was so pressed to, I might have said that earlier too, I'm not sure, but because I know the word, because I read it, but I be getting confused sometimes with the scripture or the names. You know, it's just like when you talk about real people. That's my history. So I say that to say, yeah, just like when Abraham, his biggest thing was a son. He know that's what God promised him. He know that's what, he desired. He know that's what he good at. Was going to be a dad. And he's sitting up here doing all types of stuff instead of just trusting and doing what God said do. He still reaped it, but look what he had to go through. So I just say that to say, like, we sometimes really create a challenge in our life through our disobedience because we want to keep saying, nah, it's going to work this way. I'm going to trust people. I'm going to trust man. I'm going to trust the words out of other people's mouth. I'm going to trust the circumstance, whether it be work, whether it be relationship, whether it be, housing, whatever your situation is, what you desire, where you trying to go, what you trying to be, what you know God showed you, what you was prophesied over, what was confirmation through other people. But you keep visiting that one place because it's comfortable. It's super comfortable. Sinning is comfortable. Disobedience to what God said in his word is sin. If you stealing, you not gonna make no money. Like, it's that simple. If you killing people, like, all the time, like, what? I use those because those are the ones that allows you to see yourself, because we already know that ain't really what's going on. I don't want this message to be about, I'll say that about everything that I talk about, because this ain't just for somebody else. Yeah, it's nice if you share it, but if you hearing it, it's for you. Just like it's for me. Like, I was in tears on here. I'm in my feelings. Because God just had to sit me down and remind me, you crying because you trying to do it your way, but you want me to bless it. Trust me enough that I'm going to bless it if you do it my way, regardless of how you get there, regardless of what you're going to have to deal with. Stop trying to leave me out of it, but want me to bless it. That's what he keeps saying. Oh, you're doing it your way, leaving me out of it, and bringing him in is by applying his word. So, if I'm not applying his word, I can't bring him in. That's what makes the prayers awkward. I pray about the situation, but don't know how to pray because all I see is my sin before me instead of my Father, because I've forgiven. It run deep. I'm like, that's real. Like, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I hope that, it helps somebody. It helped me, and I'm somebody, so, thank you, Father, But honestly, I hope that it encouraged you to identify the warfare. Where is the war really at? Is it really the problem that's at hand? Or is it what you're supposed to be doing and you ain't doing? Like, that's reality. It hurts, but it's super reality. And until you obey that thing, until you do that thing, oh man, you're going to get exactly what man's results can give you, as in persons. Because you trying it your way, and your way don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. If you knew what to do, you wouldn't need God. His word, his wisdom. Apply it. Yeah, you're going to get results either way, but which ones do you want? You want the fake ones or you want the real ones? But yeah, I'm about to start rambling and I don't want to do that. But yeah, good day. Continue to have a great day on purpose, or start having one if you haven't. And MsLalexis on IG and MsLalexis on Facebook. Actually, it's Alexis Jones on Facebook. And of course, YouTube is MsLalexis and then the podcast. So I hope this blessed somebody today, because y'all don't understand. I got my peace back. Like, I needed to be corrected today. It was like, you want to keep, yeah, we're not doing that. But the correction sometimes be necessary, and I needed that. And I pray that it helps somebody else, because we try and win. Like, if you really try and win, it's a lot of training with winning. And winning makes you look at yourself. And it ain't always pretty. You know, when you look at that scab that's bleeding and doing all that extra stuff, it does not look good. But you want to win. Sorry, when I said that, I illustrated in my mind somebody running, practicing, but they continue to fall because they clumsy. But they know that they fast, but they clumsy when they walking slow. So they like, oh no, look at my knees. You get a little dirty. And today, it was one of them days where I was just like, all right, Father, I need you, but I don't know how to come at you because I know what I'm not doing. But he loves us enough to be like, it's okay. I got you. I got it all. So, again, good day.